Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. As many of you know, the WNBA has ratcheted up the drama level ever since the Fever got knocked out and finished their season earlier this week. By the way, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. I really do appreciate it. It helps out a lot. So I am going to bring you something positive right now. You know how often we've talked about the lack of media training, the WNBA, and how unlikable most of the players come across and how unprofessional they are when it comes to handling the media and press conferences, answering questions, all that. So, Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Mitchell, two players who, by the way, have probably had to deal with, other than Caitlin Clark herself, more than anybody in the entire league because they play with Caitlin Clark. No player in the WNBA other than Caitlin Clark has been under the microscope more than her teammates. And yet they're going to be asked about the ridiculous, whiny nonsense from Alyssa Thomas the other day. And I think the way they handled it is fantastic. And it's something that the rest of the WNBA should be studying. So we're gonna take a listen in to what Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler have to say about everything that's been going on.
I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on Alyssa Thomas's comments and if you've seen any of that firsthand.
No, what was the comments?
Oh, Alyssa Thomas came out and said that the Fever fan base was racist.
I mean, we can't control what someone else says. Like, for the more
I think that for us, we err on the side of professionalism in a lot of different ways, and we can only control what's in our organization within our people. And that, I mean, me personally, we don't condone those kind of things. No matter what color you are, whatever you carry or possess. I think for us, we focus on the basketball part. And I think that she may have had experience that we may or may not know on her own. But I don't think that, that should be labeled on us 12 or our, who we try to represent for ourselves. And so, I respect her comment and what she has to say, but I don't think it has anything to do with us,
Yeah.
Erica Wheeler, just to give you an idea, I know Kelsey was talking kind of softly, and these setups are terrible. I had the volume cranked. It was going to start like popping if I went any louder. But she basically said that we focus on controlling what we can control and we focus on our basketball. And that. It's pretty simple, you know, which a lot of the league has not yet figured out. But let's hear, I think Erica Wheeler followed up on this, and let's hear what she has to say, and then we're going to talk about it. Because there's some crazy stuff going on with this too, believe it or not.
And also to piggyback on that, like, we don't condone any of those things. Like, for the more eyes been on us since C got drafted. So for us, our ears been blocked out longer than most people, if that make any sense. So, like I've said a comment before, like, it's a lot of things that try to come in this building and to pull us apart that we just didn't let. However, we probably got it too, we just don't care about it, because what's important is this organization and us winning games, and that's what we did. So, but for the most part, we don't condone that. I don't care about it, because there's a fan who probably sitting on the couch doing nothing, so I don't care.
I love that about Erica Wheeler. And look, so here's a good lesson for the WNBA before we get into the specifics of this. If you've paid attention to this channel for most of the season, you've probably heard me early in the season, especially, be very critical of both of these players. Both of these players that you're looking at. And they completely turned me around by how they handled themselves. WNBA, it really is that simple. What I saw from Kelsey Mitchell off the court and on the court, in terms of how she started to adjust her play to play with Caitlin instead of, butting heads and fighting against it, and watching how I've seen Erica Wheeler take a diminished role, and how she's been so supportive of her teammates, and how she's been like in this, just handled herself so well with the media and adjusted to playing with Caitlin. Again, Erica Wheeler in limited minutes as the season ended towards the very end of the regular season. She was playing better and better. Like she might only play 5, 10, 12 minutes a game, but they were a good 5, 10, or 12 minutes, unlike earlier in the season when they seemed almost disastrous every time. So again, WNBA, great example right here as to how you can turn things around and get new fans, because I was not a fan of these two players early in the season. And I hope they both come back. Look, the reality is they can't afford to pay Erica what they're paying her now, but I hope that she wants to come back enough and realizes it's toward the end of her career that she will take less money in order to do it. I hope Kelsey Mitchell decides to stay. She's very close to a max contract as it is. I think I saw in research someone said it's like $30,000 more or something like that. Give her the contract, see what happens. But what was really funny about this is the beginning of the question. They didn't even know what Alyssa Thomas had said. That's how well they're handling all of it, just blocking everything out. They had no idea. It's fantastic. Look, man, WNBA, these players, pay attention to them. This is professionalism. Like Erica said, look, there are people she doesn't know. What does she care what they say on social media? Whereas Alyssa Thomas made it sound like social media is part of her job. She can't live without it when they go to play somewhere and on social media. Great. Don't look. Don't look at it. And by the way, these two are getting backlash. To show you where the WNBA is, and there's a video, it might not be up till after this one, although I already recorded it, about the WNBA, NBA, the Players Association, and this ridiculous statement that they made regarding the Christine Brennan asking Dejan the Mustard Carrington about the eye poke. And they wanted Christine fired from USA Today. They don't want her to have access to, but anyway. But and so, of course, they're given, because these two, they're now the problem for the league. They're the problem for the old guard fans and even some of the players. How dare they just focus on basketball and not pay attention to the noise around them? I mean, it's absolutely insane. And by the way, sorry, players and former players, but a lot of this has been brought on by you, by your comments. You're the one that fueled all this by right away, before she even playing, with the attacks on Caitlin Clark and the attacks on Caitlin Clark fans and all of this nonsense. You fueled hate. You directed hate yourselves to Caitlin Clark and her fans. And yet no reporters are asking you about it, are they? I want to give you one more thing, because this just kind of feeds into it, that's really, really important as well. And this is Caitlin Clark, I believe. Oh man, you know what? I'm not sure on the time frame. I want to say I believe this is when she was still at Iowa, or maybe right after. I'm not positive, but yeah, she's going to talk about social media, okay? So listen to this again, WNBA, who seems to not have a single professional player in their ranks, but let's take a listen to this as well.
It's surprising to see in this social media all this hate and negativity about everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just social media for you. I think being able to get off that, social media is not really the greatest place to ever be on. I think that's something that I've tried to do over the course of my career, is not be on social media too much. And you never want to find your validation from people online. You should care about the people in your circle that, I always said, like, I only care about the opinions of my family and the people inside of our locker room and my teammates, my coaches. That's really all that I concern myself with. And if you live like that, you'll be in a really good spot. I think just more.
There is how freaking simple it is. How is Alyssa Thomas, a 11-year vet? She's like 34, and she's having an absolute meltdown about the IST fans of the Indiana Fever because of social media trolls, not fans, trolls, and she's losing her mind. But 21, maybe 22 at the time here, Caitlin Clark, makes it very, very simple. They're random people. I don't know who they are. It's social media. People post crazy stuff. I don't pay attention. Unbelievable. But I don't want to go on and on to this one. I know the videos can get kind of long sometimes when you get me off on a rant, but I love this. Kelsey Mitchell, Erica Wheeler, fantastic answer, fantastic attitude. I love the way you evolved over the season as players in your roles. It was great to see. I enjoyed it. So thank you. It was like one of the few enjoyable things from the WNBA. Apparently, the rest of the players are not capable of figuring that out. They better come up with something quick. They better come up with something quick if they want to take advantage of the new eyeballs. But I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler, what they had to say, what Caitlin Clark said in relation to the, Alyssa Thomas and all the other nonsense with the trolls online. And again, so much of this comes, I said it in other videos, Janae Carrington actually said how ist and awful the Indiana Fever fans are when she posted a reply to a troll. The dude's name was Dr. Philip Oliver Holes. Dr. Philip Oliver Holes. That's the dude's name. Come on now, Dejanay. Are you kidding me with this? And that is driving an entire narrative of crazy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for checking out this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It does help and it does matter. And I will talk to you later.